This is lesson 88, surface area of a right solid. Sorry that it's late, but hopefully you watch the whole thing because I'm going to do not only the examples, but I'm going to do a couple problems from the lesson. So let's do a quick review and talk about what a right solid is. This is surface area of a right solid. Alrighty. So this is an example of a right solid. It's a solid whose sides are perpendicular to the top and bottom. So far we've done surface areas of right circular cylinders and right triangular solids, but we're going to learn a quicker way to do them. And we're also going to talk about finding the lateral surface area of a right circular cylinder and other shapes. So if you look, it looks like an oatmeal container. That's a right circular cylinder. If we're going to find the lateral area, all the lateral area is, it doesn't not include the bottom and the top. So the lateral surface area is like a pipe or a straw where you can maybe just slit it and roll it out and see what it's going to look like. It's going to look like a rectangle. So there's a little formula we're going to get to, but the lateral surface area of a right circular cylinder, pretty bad right there, equals the height times the circumference. Now you can see that here. If you look at the circumference, if you rolled the straw out or pipe or whatever you have out, this distance is really the circumference of the circle. Look at that and see if you can see that. If I cut it right down here, laid it out, this distance around is the same as this distance. So if we find the circumference of the figure, that's going to be the length of the rectangle. So that's how we're going to find the lateral surface area. The first one we're going to do though is we're going to find the surface area, not the lateral surface area of this figure right here. Now to find the surface area, we are actually going to find the area of this triangle, the area of that triangle, and then the area of the three other sides. But we're going to use the perimeter method. So pay attention to this. So first let's find the area of the triangles. We have two triangles. So we know the area of a triangle equals 1/2 the base times the height. So that's going to be 1/2, the base is 3, the height is the perpendicular height, not the 5, and this is going to end up being 6. So the area of the triangle, we have two triangles, right, is going to equal 6. We have two of them. So the area of the triangles is going to be 12 meters squared. That's the first part. Now here's the fun part. It's not like we used to. In the past, we found the area of this rectangle. We've took 4 times 3 and got that rectangle. We got the area of the rectangle in the back and the area of the rectangle in the bottom, which can get really confusing. There's a faster way. What we're going to do is we're going to find the area of the base. Now I'm going to flip over here for 1 second and then I'm going to come back. So here is this figure that we're doing. If we stood it up on its triangular side, you can see that the base is the triangle and the height is going to be 16. If you were to lay this all out, we would have the triangle. There's our 4, 3, and 5. So that's the perimeter of the triangle. So let's go back to where I was. So first you're going to find the area of the bases. Then you're going to find the perimeter of the base. So the perimeter of the base, we'll just do perimeter B, is going to be equal to 4 plus 3 plus 5, which is going to equal 12. Then you simply take the perimeter times the height, which is 16. See this? This is the height. If you were standing it up, that would be 16. So you multiply those together and we get 192 meters squared. So to find not the lateral surface area, this is actually the lateral surface area. It doesn't include the top or the bottom, the bases. But to find the surface area, we're just going to add these two together. And we're going to get our final answer is 204 meters squared. That's 204 meters squared. That's example 1, not horrible. It's going to get a little bit worse before it gets better. So here we go. That's all the work that they did. So let's go up. This is example 2 right here. We're going to find the lateral surface area, which means we're not going to do the bases. No bases. Lateral surface area, no bases. It's 10 feet tall, so the height is 10. So this would be 10. So we're going to find the perimeter of the base and then take it times the height. That's it. This one has a little twist because the perimeter is half of the circumference of a circle. So if we find the perimeter of the base, let's see, this is going to be 6. Because if we stand this up, it's going to be 3, and if we go down here, it's going to be 3. So this side's going to be 6, not a B. So let's write that down. We have 6 plus 8 plus 8 plus, now this is the circumference equals 2 pi r, but it's half a circle. So let's just put that in. 2 pi, r is 3, and it's half of a circle, so we're going to divide it by 2. When you're adding these together, you're going to, and you're multiplying this together, you're going to make pi 3.14. So you're going to take 3.14 times 3, and we're going to add it to 6 plus 8 plus 8, and you're going to get the entire thing is going to be 314.2 feet squared. That's the lateral surface area. It doesn't include the top or the bottom. Lateral surface area. Okay, I'm going to do 2 quick examples for you. They're a little bit easier than this one. Yay. So here's the first one. Let's talk about these formulas first real quick. So the lateral surface area is the perimeter times the height. So if you're asked to find the lateral surface area, you just take the perimeter of the base times the height. If you're supposed to find the surface area, it's the lateral area plus the area of the 2 bases. Remember the one with the triangle? We actually found the area of the triangle and added it to the lateral surface area. Anyway, if you're still lost, let's do a couple examples here. So the figure on the left, on the right, well, it's on the left, is the base of this solid right here. It's like a pentagon. The right solid is 40 meters high, so it's going to be 40 meters. So all you have to do to find the lateral surface area, because it's asking for lateral even though you can't see the whole thing, the lateral surface area is we're going to find the area of the base. So let's find the perimeter of the base. The perimeter of the base is going to equal 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 3 plus 3. And that is going to add up to 12 plus 6 is 18. So the perimeter is 18, and then you just simply take it times the height. Pretty easy. And you're going to get 720 meters squared. And that's your lateral surface area, perimeter of the base times the height. Okay, I have one more. This is number 12, so it's not really your homework because your homework is the odds. But this is the same thing as what we did in the example. I'm just going to do it from scratch here. So we're finding, let's see what they're finding. We are finding what is the surface area. Ooh, surface area, not the lateral surface area. So here we go. Let's see if we can do this. So first we're going to find, let's find the area of the base. So we're going to take this area of the base, which is on the top and the bottom. All right, so we got to do that. Let me just make sure that's what it is. Yeah, that's what it says. The figure shows the base 7 centimeters. What's the surface area? Okay, a little bit more work because it's surface area, but we can do it. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the area of this. This side's going to be 4, 2 and 2. So let's add this up. So we get 4 plus 6 plus 6 plus 2 pi times r, which is 2 divided by 2. We add all these up. We're going to get 12 plus 4 is 16 plus these cross out. So it's going to be 2 times 3.14. And we're going to get, when we add all this up, we're going to get, let me just do that. So So we get 2 times 3.14, which is 6.28, plus 16 is 22.28 meters squared. I actually forget what the units are. Centimeters. So let's go back and do centimeters squared. Centimeters squared. That's just the area of the base. Note that there's 2 bases, right? See the 2 bases? Actually, I didn't find the area at all. I gotta start this all over. Please forgive me. Okay, we have to find the area of the base. So we're going to find the area of the base, which is going to be 6 times, oops, got distracted by somebody. Okay, so it's going to be 4 times 6. Oh, I shouldn't erase that. We needed that. So the area of this is 24. The area of this is pi r squared, which is going to be pi times 4. All right, you can use your calculator if you're going to be doing the area problems. 4 times 3.14 is going to be 12.56, but it's a half a circle, so I'm going to divide it by 2. And we're going to get 6.28. All right, so we're going to add these 2 together, and that's going to be the area of the bases. I told you this one's a little bit harder. So we're going to get 24 plus 6.28. Okay, so 6.28, and we're going to get 30.28. That's the area. So all that work just to get the area. So I did 6 times 4 and got the rectangle. Pi r squared divided by 2. And so one base is 30.28. I'm going to take that times 2. And we get 60.56 centimeters squared. All right, all that is, guys, is the area of the base of both bases. Now we're going to find the perimeter, and we're going to take it times the height, and that's going to give us our lateral surface area. Then we have to add them together. All right, so the perimeter of the base, I should have just kept it there when I did it wrong. So the perimeter is going to be 4 plus 6 plus 6 plus 2 pi r, which is 2, divided by 2. Okay, and that's going to end up being, let's see what that is when I put it in my calculator. So we're going to get 10 plus 6 plus 2 times 3.14, and we get 22.28. Okay, that's the perimeter. I'm going to take the perimeter times the height. The height is 7. So times 7. And we get 155.96 centimeters squared. We're going to add these 2 together, and that's the total surface area, plus 60.56. And we get 216.22 centimeters squared is the surface area. So just to recap real quick, if you're finding the surface area, you need to find the area of both bases, and then you need to find all this the whole way around. And the way that we find that is we find the perimeter of the base and take it times the height, and then we add the bases together with the lateral surface area, and that gives you the complete surface area, which is 216.22 centimeters squared. All right, that's it for the video for lesson 88.